for this last event that we just did a goals night, and we just brought everyone together, and I told them, just bring your goals or your word of the year for January, February, like whatever, however long your goal is, bring that word or that goal, and we'll make a custom roller for that to support you in that goal. I had some snacks. We just chatted, everyone connected, made some new friends, and it was just super great.
Welcome. This is the place where we focus on what's working and where we bring real stories of real people experiencing success from all over the world. I'm your host, Andy Goddard. My wife and I have been helping people create financial freedom with doTERRA for the past 17 years, almost from the beginning. So at the heart of everything we do here, we're all about a healer in every home. The products, the mission, the business have changed our lives. And so we have created this space to just come together and connect and share inspiring stories. Each week I interview a different doTERRA business builder to draw out what it really takes for them, for you, to create financial freedom and success.
Welcome everyone. I am Ashlee Miller, and I am here subbing while the Goddards are on the incentive trip in the Dominican Republic. And so I'm super excited to be here. We are going to have some fun today. We are going to get started right away. I've invited a special guest to be with us today, but she's got to get kids on the bus. We've got just a few minutes to hear her story, and then I will stick on and we can answer questions. We'll talk about what's happening in doTERRA in February. So with that, I want to introduce you to Shantelle Cleverly. Shantelle is a dear friend of mine and somebody that constantly has fire for doTERRA. And she has been on my team for quite some time and has a lot of grace. For herself, and for me, she's had to have a lot of patience with me as a leader. But when I am looking to be creative in business, or I'm like, what can we do that's fun? Shantelle has a gift for gathering people and for making it interesting. And so I wanted her to share about an event she's done recently and just kind of your philosophy on gathering women around different topics and how that ties to oils. So good morning, Shantelle.
I'm Shantelle, and I love gathering women. I feel like, especially right now, people just want connection more than anything else. They just want connection, a place to go to feel like they have someone that supports them and sees them. In our community, actually, we've been trying to get together women, and we've been pinpointing women who are maybe young moms or people who have an extra load of stress that could just use out of the house. So I haven't, for this last event that we did, I'll explain that really quick. So we just did a goals night or a goals day, and we just brought everyone together, and I told them, just bring your goals or your word of the year for January, February, like whatever, however long your goal is, bring that word or that goal, and we'll make a custom roller for that to support you in that goal. And I tried to find people and invite people that I hadn't ever invited before, that even I don't know that well, that I knew needed to just have time away from home or just a break. And I didn't even teach a class. They just came in and I showed them the books that I had and explained how to use them. And we just sat down and made rollers, and I went around the room and just chatted to each one of them and just asked them about how they were doing, what was coming up for them, things like that. And Ashlee was doing Zyto scans on the side as we did that. So that was just a fun way to kind of introduce them to oils, to introduce them to how you can take care of your health and what to work on. We used I have a couple diffuser books that I've gotten from, I think, convention over the years. One of them's like the aroma, and I can't remember what the other one is called, but it just has diffuser blends in it. And Natural You is the other one. And it just has different recipes in there. So I just told them, like, find a blend. They were diffuser blends, but I just told them, just up the amount of oils for your roller bottle. And we did that. And I also had the emotions book. And so I showed them how to use the emotions book, find the emotions that they would like or want to get help with, and taught them how to make blends from that. So those are the books that we used. And it was just fun. I had some snacks. We just chatted, everyone connected, made some new friends, and it was just super great.
It was super fun. And I just loved, like, some of the women didn't even know each other. And it was so casual. That was one of the things I loved about it. We had people coming at different times, and we were there for a couple hours. I feel like you'd have to, it may, I
Yeah,
feel like
I think
maybe
it was
3.
3 hours because
Yeah.
I scheduled it for 2 hours and everyone ended up staying and just visiting. Like it was just connection mostly and just chatting and asking questions.
Yeah. And I love that they could just learn some of our tools. So when we walked in, she just had oils in a couple places, a diffuser was going. We taught them what roller bottles were and how they could do that. And then they got in the books. But what was cool about it is they were also learning different things. But it wasn't like, let me sit down and teach you a full oils class. It was just community building. So I thought it was great. So you have done lots of cool events. And I know like at one point you had a calendar of these are the themes I'm going to do each month. Like talk to us about why it works to gather for these other topics and move them into oils. Like how does that work for you?
Yeah, I've done a lot. My favorite ones, just because this is my favorite things, are like the gardening ones
Mhm.
and the athlete ones, because I also coach gymnastics and help with the gym that I'm at a lot. And so we just gather people because the thing is, you can use oils for every part of life. People just don't realize that. And so when you show them, like, oh, yeah, I do, I use oils instead of all my insect repellents in my garden. Like, I just use all natural stuff. So people just don't realize even stuff that's outside, you can use oils for that. Or like sports stuff. Like, there's so much in recovery and mindset and things like that. It's just gathering people, any type of people. You can find any little niche, any hobby that you have, and just put together, like tie it in with oils. We've done like sourdough classes, and I've just made, I mean, the sourdough had nothing to do with oils, but we made like a bread dip that I put some wild orange in. And I just kind of was like, oh, this is so great at flavoring. You can, I mean, we've put it in other things too, like flavored the breads, but I just kept it simple. Like if you just keep it simple and just tie it into everyday life, I feel like that is key. Like you can tie oils into anything. So
Yeah.
just find something that you're passionate about and just schedule out. I mean, you can pick any topic, but I do like to keep them like January, we did goals. February, I usually do like take care of yourself. March is usually like spring cleaning type stuff. And then we get into like summer stuff, cooking with oils, outdoors. And then the holidays, school starting, all of that. So it's easy just to make yourself a calendar and just fit it into like what you're naturally doing that time of year.
Yeah, I think that's been one of your keys all the way along. And the other thing I love about it is it keeps it fresh for you. And it feels like you're serving people instead of, let me sell you some oils. And it really builds that relationship because you've got the shared experience, right? And you're gathering those ladies. One of the questions that came up was their oil that they made didn't necessarily match with their goal. Like, tell us about some of the ladies as they made their blends and how that kind of worked out.
Yeah, so some of them picked, so I did plan on focusing on goals, but most of the people that came in just wanted something that they were going through at the time. One mom made a roller for her kids. So she was like, oh, why I have one kid that's really struggling right now. Like he just can't focus. He's all over the place. Like he's not behaving. And so she was like, what can I use to just help my mom's sanity? And so I helped her, pick out some oils that would be good for him. And then another lady, she recently was telling me that she has a hard time breathing. She had COVID long ago, and ever since then, like she's just been really raspy, and she has a hard time. She goes on a walk. The two little cute ladies that came, they go on a walk every morning, and she was I just want to get rid of this raspiness and be able to breathe again. And so we made her a breathe roller, and then she also made just a fun roller. She just picked some fun. She looked in the emotions book and was like picking like happy and excited. Like she was just picking random ones and just putting them together. Like it was so fun to see everyone just pick different things. And then another lady she went more like goals, like, okay, I want to feel a little bit more of this year. So she just looked in the books and found a couple of oils that she wanted, and we just mixed and matched and put them all together.
Yeah. And the conversations that I could hear happening in the background, I thought were great. And it also gave them an understanding of the possibilities of oils because you weren't like, okay, this is for this and this and this and this. They heard it from each other and they were like, oh, well, wild orange will help you with happiness or try this one. Like I just feel like the conversations were good. A question that Liza has is, were you charging them to make the rollers? How did that part work?
I did not. I actually was given a whole bunch of rollers from a different event that me and my friend had done. And anyway, so we just had a whole bunch of rollers. So those ones I had, and it was just simple. Um, I save all my flowers from around my yard every summer and I just have them separated out by colors. And so they did like put flowers in the rollers and then I had like the little stones that they put in there also. So I had everything on hand. So this one I just was like I just wanted people to come and just feel like they could relax, and so I just kept it free and easy.
Got them to leave their houses and come have a good conversation. I love it. Okay, so another cool thing that you've done, tell us about what we've done at the gym.
Like with the Zytos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm at the gym a lot and I have gotten to know a lot of the parents, and I also coach. So a lot of the parents know me from that, but just from the team. So I'm always back and forth hearing like the struggles that girls are having. Me and Ashlee have gotten together and we just have a little setup at the gym, and I just bring people in. I just go find people wandering around, or I have a sign up. Sometimes they don't sign up, but I can usually catch people as they're walking in and out for classes. And Ashlee will just go and sit down and do a Zyto. I'll help either take care of their kids or just kind of chat with the people waiting. And we just sit down and it's so casual. Like we don't teach a class, we don't do anything. We're just literally grabbing people as they're coming in and out and sitting down, getting a quick Zyto, explaining what it is. They don't even know what it is half the time when they come in. So they'll just come in, get the Zyto, and we'll explain everything to them, just kind of give them like a roadmap on what to start with, and then send them on their way. And then I'll usually get with them after, pretty quick after, and just kind of keep checking in and seeing how they're feeling about it, like what questions they have, and kind of do a bit of a wellness consult with that.
Yeah. And that we've done a couple of times, but what I see happening is now they're starting to tell other people. So your enrollment last month came from a referral that was at the gym originally. And
Yeah.
I don't think the person who referred her, I don't even think got a scan. It was like the mother of a girl who got a scan referred us to this new lady. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. Yeah, and in fact, so one girl had a scan. She sent her sister to get a scan, and then the sisters, so the mom had a friend, and then that's how she found us. So yeah, it was like three people just from that first person.
Yeah. And this new lady started with the 90-day reset. So she'll be doing rewards. She's excited and she has real needs and was desperate for help. So it's been good.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else that you're loving in doTERRA that's working right now before we send you to get kids to the bus in school?
I think just being willing to share, like sometimes I get too like, oh, I need to do like a class on like all the new things that's coming out, right? Which are all amazing. And it's more of like, let's go deeper into oils or deeper into things. But sometimes I'm like, the best things are just quick and easy. Like we talked about, just popping in and saying, what are your needs right now? And just having those conversations. I've actually been texting somebody for the last 24 hours. We've been going back and forth pretty much constantly about different options for just different struggles they're having in their home, and inflammation and gut health. Like there's just things people are dealing with every single day, and it doesn't have to be a whole class. It's like, what are you struggling with right now? What are your kids struggling with? Like just simple, tiny little things that they can just do. So I think that's what's working best for me, is just individual one-on-one connections. Like, hey, I see you. I notice a struggle. Like, are you open to this? Or just talking about this, just asking
Yeah.
questions.
I love it. Okay, well, Shantelle is one of my favorites. She is doing Silver Club next month. It starts. We're excited about that. On her Instagram, she always is sharing fun things. So tell us where they can follow you on Instagram, and then we'll let you go take the kids.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the Clever Homesteader on Instagram. So I do a little bit of homesteading. I do a little bit of everything. It's just kind of a mix. But I just throw oils into all the things: the chickens, the garden, the food, the prep, all the things. It's fun.
Awesome. Okay, thanks, Shantelle. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Good luck. Enjoy
Thanks.
your day.
You guys too.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you to Shantelle. And I hope that is helpful. She is as you can see, loves so many different things. And I think one of the things I love about doTERRA is you can work it into how it, wherever you're lighting up. She is at the Clever Homesteader. So her last name is Cleverly, and Shantelle Cleverly. The gym, somebody had asked about that. The gym is just a gymnastics, not studio. It's a very large gym. And she's got deep relationships there. But we realized that the lifestyle of a lot of the families is really full because they are competitive gymnasts and their schedules are tight. And so we had tried to do a few classes like, okay, come on Saturday morning, come on Saturday evening. But we had a hard time getting people committed because they're doing gymnastics 20 hours a week, and the moms are driving kids. They've got multiple kids. And so we just realized that if we kept it super casual, and she'll send a text out and say, hey, we will be in this corner and you can come get a health scan. It's a moment you can take care of yourself. And we kind of tag team in that too. Like I'll do the scans and she's taking care of kids and we'll get some oils on them. We usually take a family physician kit, and it's not a family physician kit, family essentials kit. And we have that there just as a starter. And then we've got the VMG and just a few little samples. And that one, the key is in the follow-up because they are usually in the midst of dropping kids off, or it's a tight window while one kid is in class. And so they're not in decision mode to fully make a decision and enroll in that moment. We've had a few that have done that if we can do the link quickly. But typically, Shantelle, when I email the Zyto report to people, I'm copying Shantelle on it so that she knows what is happening with that person. And I tell them that that's what we're doing. Shantelle will have the results and be able to fully review them with you. But here's the priorities that I'm seeing. Here's where I would focus. Here's a really simple idea. One of the keys that we learned too on doing Zytos was to give them price points. So on the back of their paper, I'll just write like kind of like a good, better, best option, but usually just two of those, especially if they are a busy mom and I can tell things are super scattered. I'll give them a midpoint, like maybe 100 PV, and then like what I would really do personally, which is typically the 90-day reset with some oils. So hopefully that's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions about any of those ideas. I'm happy to answer those. Real quick, just a few February things that are happening, just so you are clear and ready for the month. Number one is Leadership is in March, and the tickets are still at a discounted price through, I think, February 15th or 16th. Sharon can confirm that for us, but you can, if you just Google doTERRA Leadership, the tickets are still there. And the more I hear about leadership, the more I'm getting excited about it. There is lots of fun things happening, lots of great discussions, and some new things that'll be presented. So that's number one. Number two, if you have not seen, we do have a 200 PV promotion this month, which is like, there's just joy with a 200 PV promotion. Like whether they're giving me free oils or they're giving me supplements, like, but I'm so excited this month because with any 200 PV order, you will get a castor oil pack and a geranium. And geranium is an unsung hero. A lot of times people have geranium there just sitting on the sidelines, but when you put that oil to work, it can do so many great things. And if you missed the Empowered Success call on Monday night, you can find that recording at justinswebinars.com. PJ Hanks is so great on teaching the science of oils and in a layman's way. Like I'm not a sciencey person, but when PJ teaches it, you start to understand how the oils work. And she has so many tips on geranium and the science behind it, and how if she were on a desert island, geranium is the oil she would take, not frankincense, not lavender, geranium, because it just is a powerhouse. So that is something to check out. Also, if you place your order before the 15th, you can get the free MetaPower oil, or with the foundations kits, that'll happen as well. If you are doing the cleanse, the second month will come with a free castor oil too, and you can find all those specials too. So I'm just going to answer questions for a moment. Okay. Tracy, day and time. I don't remember on that which you're referring to, so maybe a clarification would be great. Liza, oh, PJ's call. It was the Empowered Success call from Monday night. It's always the first Monday of the month at 6 o'clock, I think. But you can register and they'll send you a reminder, but you can go find the recording for the one from this week's, which was really great. I need to go listen again. I was like taking screenshots and taking notes, but I need to like not have kids around and really listen. Okay, let's see. Okay, Liza says, my struggle is jumping back into my business on social media after a very long break. Not sure how to approach it without sounding like I just want to sell. Okay, so here's the thing, Liza, like with permission, and you can tell me in the chat if I'm good to go, but I see this come up often, so I'll just trust that you are open to a little bit of coaching on that. But here's the thing, we all come in and out. That is actually life, right? And so I think for you to show back up on social media and just normalize it, and your personality will determine how you navigate this. So you could call it out and just be like, hey guys, I've been gone, Christmas break, last year, the last 2 years, like you can be honest about it. And in some ways, that is true for me too. Like I've had a lot of family needs the last couple of years. My social media is very limited and sporadic. But what I like to do is sometimes I'll call it out, but I'm not calling it out as much anymore. And I think that has changed just with my confidence and why I'm doing doTERRA right now. If I can take a deep breath and like really lock in, like, what am I doing here? Why do I care? And you heard it with Shantelle, like people are struggling. They need to be seen. They need to feel loved. And when I show up to do doTERRA on social media in that space, I don't care that I wasn't here the last month, right? It doesn't matter. What matters is today I have some extra capacity. I have some extra time. And there's one person at least who needs to know what I know or what is working for me or what could work for them. And I'm just going to be willing to share it. And some of you aren't interested. I know you're not. You scroll past my stuff and that's okay. But I'm here for the people today who are struggling and wonder what to do with their kids. Like that's why I'm here. So the more that I can like just get grounded after that deep breath and know why I'm sharing and who I'm sharing for. Like I was thinking through my February calendar, and one of the things that have changed on Instagram, just yesterday, they had an announcement about it that Instagram algorithms prefer series, right? And so I was just sitting there thinking, what could I do a series on and how can I do that? And it will feel out of the blue for my people because it's like she's had 2 reels, maybe max the last 2 months. And then suddenly like reel. And will I still sell oils from it? Yeah, I totally will. And could my series be about oils? It could. But I'm more likely to do something about something I'm interested in and then put oils more in my stories. So my reels would be like what I'm passionate about, what I'm thinking about, how I can serve them, something that's valuable to them. Along the same topic. The reason Instagram likes it is they want people to go from one video to the next and really dive in. And I'm like, that's actually kind of easy. I could just do a series on a question I ask myself every day. I could do a series on, Becky's asking what would qualify as a series. So it could be a 7-day or a 30-day or whatever you want. It could even be throughout the year, like, hey, I always share XYZ. So oil-wise, a series could be, hey, I'm going to go oils A to Z. Hey, I'm going to tell you my top 10 favorite oils in my next 10 videos. Or I'm going to tell you the top 10 oils that a teenage parent needs to stay sane. Get really specific on something that you have authority on or interest or passion and make that a series. But it also could be something that wasn't oil related. So it could be how to hold space for teenagers, how to make a recipe, like teach my 5 favorite breakfasts for the day. You're just getting them to see that you're a real person and that they want to hang out with you. And what Instagram is interested in is building community, which is exactly what you want to. And so I just, back to the question, like, if you haven't been on in a while, I think just decide and just do it. And you are going to sell. Like, I think we need to, in doTERRA a little bit, assume the sale. If people hang out with me, they are going to be better off for it. Like, we will have better conversations. They will grow spiritually. They will end up using oils. Like, I don't know when they're going to buy them. I just know that they will. And I think that, Liza, if you have the desire, like trust and lean in, God will help you. Your people will come, and we feel it, right? If I don't take that deep breath and remember, why am I really doing this? It feels different. If I'm in the space like, oh, I just need 622 more PV, and get on in that space and like, oh guys, I just love my oils. Like, it feels different. Like, I have to just like take that deep breath, separate myself from volume, separate myself from PV, separate myself from sales, and have it be fun, right? And be myself. Okay. Let me check some other questions. Okay, Zyto plan that I subscribe to, the cheap one. I don't know the name of it. But with Zyto, they have specials often. And if you contact Zyto, you want to talk to Gustavo. And I will pull his email up when I am done with this. If you email Gustavo, he will tell you what the best deal is. And he works awesome with doTERRA people. And so any of my team members who want a Zyto, I'm like, I don't even know the special, but don't just go online and buy it. Email Gustavo, because he's got different specials, or he can tell you when they are. I don't know because I haven't talked to him, but I've noticed that after events, so convention leadership, there are discounted times. And that's when I got mine. And it actually came with both Zyto and the Viscera face scan for the same cost. So, okay. How do you stay consistent in marketing? Do you have calendars? I'm a dad's caretaker and don't have hardly any time anymore. Okay. So a couple of things on that. ChatGPT is one answer for that, which gets so old hearing that, but it really is, this is a good use of ChatGPT, because you could go and put in, Shelly, your exact question and say, I want to be consistent for the next 12 days or 14 or 21, and I only have 5 minutes a day, and I want to market essential oils to people who are caretakers and have it feel light and happy. I'm in a season where I don't have a lot of time and I want it to be authentic. Give me, and I usually tell ChatGPT to give me more ideas than I actually need so that I can comb through them and have them be what I wanted. So if I needed 2 weeks of content, I would say, give me 30 days of content. And then if it was wrong, interact that way. And then my next tip is to schedule it on your calendar or in your day. And maybe it's a habit stack thing too. Like one of the things that I think is really effective for me is when I just am saying, okay, I'm going to do B-roll. And so that's just like getting just footage of just random happenings in my household. I'm going to do that every day at dinner. And if I just have that be the habit and have my tripod thing in the kitchen, I end up with some footage I can use. And then I will say, okay, and then Tuesday mornings, I'm going to do the reels. And just scheduling it for me makes a difference. I would also say, give yourself some grace. This is a season for you. And so your consistency, while you might have the capacity in a normal season to do 1 reel every day or 2 reels every day, like, you can be consistent even once a week, right? So decide what is reasonable for you, and then just commit to do that, and maybe text your upline and say, hey, I'm throwing my hat back in the ring, and will you please check in with me, because I am committed to do XYZ. Okay. Becky, you do not have to label it as a series. Instagram will just do it. And it does not have to be reels. But my goal right now with my Instagram is to bring in new people, and reels is a really great way to reach new people, where your stories and your posts are for people who are already following you. With the algorithm, Instagram pulls people in to see your reels. So that's a good way to do it. Thanks, Sharon, for that email. Okay. Silver Club prep. We are just getting started with that too. So just simple. And Sharon can maybe find the Diamond Club prep. Goddard's wrote a little booklet before. Maybe you can grab that, Sharon. That will really help you. But my first tip would be, enroll your family in what you're doing. And if you don't have kids and a spouse, then enroll the people around you who will be helping you, which is your leaders. So that's a conversation of, I'm doing the coolest thing. I'm so excited. I am doTERRA has chosen me. Even if you chose in, they chose you too, right? So I've been chosen for a really special program, and this is what it's going to look like. And I need your support, and this is what support looks like. And so with your family, it may be something like, I'm so excited, we're going to do this. This is what it's going to mean. At the end, we're going to take a day and go to the park together, or whatever a good reward for your family might be. Enroll your kids. I'm going to need help with XYZ. We are only going to have leftovers on Tuesdays and Thursdays because I'm teaching classes. Like, just make some family decisions of how your family can be engaged and support you and what that looks like. And just come to an agreement that it is going to be different. I always come back to this. When I did Diamond Club, my upline told me, if you will spend time right now living like nobody else, you'll be able to live like nobody else later on. And that is true. Like, and it was a little bit crazy doing Diamond Club, but not crazy forever. And we can do runs, and we can do sprints, and we can do things that cause us to be out of our comfort zones. And that's what Silver Club can be. So teach that to your family. So get them on board. Then figure out on your team who can run with you, or who could be excited, and who will go with you. Yeah, Sharon, that's the right document. Thank you. And that could be your frontline people. But if it's not today, you know what? Be so grateful. They are here. They took courage with you at a time that meant something to you, right? I always think to myself, can I feel so now, right? And when we moved to this house, doTERRA was going awesome, and Blue Diamond was easy, and things were going great. And in the same month, we were able to we got a new car, and we did something in our house. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, that is amazing. Like, 2 big purchases in 1 month. Like, and now, like, we're doing some other things and focusing on a new business too. And we've got different expenses with kids. And do I still feel that same joy, right? Can I feel so now? And with your people, that day that that girl enrolled on your team, you were so excited. Like, it felt like a gigantic win. And then we get to a spot where it's like, oh, well, she doesn't want to do Silver Club with me, or she's not doing Diamond Club, or she's not focused on doTERRA. And it's like, that energy doesn't feel great. And so I challenge myself to feel the same and even more joy and gratitude. Like, the people who've been on my team for the past 15 years, like, bless them for not walking away and for putting up with my shenanigans. Like, I am so humbled that they would stick it out and be with me. And if they are not building doTERRA right now, like, I get it. All the grace in the world to them. Who can I work with? Who's ordering? Who has a spark of excitement? Who's somebody who hasn't had support? Get those people excited with you to do Silver Club, and talk to them about their needs, what they want, how you can help them. Do they want their oils paid for? Have they ever thought about sharing? Have they used the book? Could you just do a little gathering and teach people in their home how to use the book? Just figure out who you can start with. It's always better in Silver Club if they'll stick with you and commit to the months with you. And so sometimes we've done things like, okay, we're all going to run together, and then we're going to do this at the end. And it's not that I'm doing Diamond Club or Silver Club. It's our team is doing it, and kind of get their help with that. And then my last step. So step 1 is get your family, get your team. The last step is get your calendar going. And you could do those in a different order. That's just how my mind works. Decide where it's going to fit, what needs to be a no for you, and what can be a yes for you in this season. It might be a time that you're not involved in the PTA. Or it could be, hey, I am involved in the PTA because I'm going to go and invite those people and get them to my event. I like to, I can't even think of what the word is, but I really combine everything I'm doing. So if it's a doTERRA week, I am just like, we are doing multiple classes. We are serving the same snack. The other people don't know, but that's one trip to the grocery store. It's one time to clean my house. And so I'll do multiple events. And I know that it's a little bit crazy and things shift for my family the week that I do that. But I also know then I'm only doing it once, and it just works easier. So when I do Silver or Diamond Club, I also like to take that and say, okay, if I'm going to be out of town doing doTERRA that weekend, we are doing 4 to 6 classes, and we're going to rock it out. Okay, hopefully that's helpful. Take a look at the Diamond Club guide, and I'm sure that in the coming weeks we'll talk more about Silver Club. I also know that doTERRA is doing some prep calls, and those will be really valuable. So if you haven't gotten that email, we can help you get that and make sure that you know about those calls because they'll have more organized ideas. Those were just off the fly. Okay. Shelly, for you to find an upline to help you be accountable, it doesn't even have to be an upline. It could be a friend, it could be a sister, it could be somebody that you are, you just respect and just say, hey, I want you to remind me and ask me, would you be open to be my accountability partner? It doesn't even have to be somebody in doTERRA. Like it could be somebody else who has a business or a workout goal or anything. Like anybody can help hold us accountable. I think it's the vulnerable part of saying, hey, I'm doing this and I'm committing. Will you hold me accountable and encourage me? So if that doesn't work, then doTERRA has a phone number. Sharon, maybe you can remember it. They've got the business line for premieres. That's another spot. Or if you have an account manager, they can help. But if you're truly walking and you don't know who to ask, then I would say come to this call and just say, everybody on this call, Shelly is doing something this month. This is what she's doing, and she'll be back to report next week at 8:30. Yeah, business advancement team. Sorry, I could not think of what that was. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I knew there were some changes with it, but so Karina's sharing the business numbers for anybody building right now. And I would also say if you're in that spot, the momentum call is another call to check into. And I feel like that one is the last Tuesday of the month, but we'll drop a link in that tells you exactly when to sign up for that. And I can grab the link, Sharon, if you don't have it. I've got it in an open window. Okay, hopefully this is helpful. It is a good time to be building doTERRA. I promise you it is. There are so many people who need us and they need our voice and they need the oils and they need somebody who believes in them, right? And we know how to do that in doTERRA. And you can go and help people create small wins with oils, with the supplements, and help them see the lifestyle that's possible, the dreams that are possible here, and the connection that is just nearly automatic if we simply open our mouth. Like we have something special here, and I just encourage you all. It's February. This is a great month to be building, and we've got good things coming down the pipeline, and I'm super excited about all of it. So I will grab that last link for the momentum call, and then just double check that we've got all the questions taken care of. One moment.
Ashlee, I don't know if you saw the questions in the Q&A box, but I was seeing that there was 2 there, so I just want to make sure you saw those too.
Okay, let me go grab those. I did not see them, but here is the link for the momentum calls to register for those. And then let me go find the Q&A box on Zoom. Oh, look at that. 2 cute little questions that I was missing. Okay. Okay, this question is, how are you making the best out of Viscera? Looking for a simple, straightforward way to invite to scan and give an accurate reading. Okay, so this is one I'm still playing with. And just to be transparent, I'll tell you why. First of all, I'll tell you where a great Viscera resource is, because I'm not the best resource, but there's a WhatsApp group for Viscera. And I can go grab that and text that to you, Sharon, if you don't have that. There's some really passionate people about Viscera in there. I am finding for me that I have certain teams that would be open to Viscera and certain teams that would be like, what is this? And so I am navigating that. I am using it for people who cannot get to me for a Zyto or for one-on-one time. And while we have these tools, what I care more about with people is that they know how to use their book and that they know how to listen to their bodies. I think that they can get more out of that than a scan. But I do think the scan can point me in a direction, especially if I take that information and go back to the book and say, how am I going to use this? So I've got mixed feelings on the scan, even though we are using it, just to be clear about that. So making the most of it, here's the things that have worked, and I'll tell you a couple that have not worked yet for us, but that we're trying. So the first one is people who I know love doTERRA. So we're talking about people who've been on rewards for a few or many years who have not been to events, I'm like, they are still using kind of the same things. But I also know that lots of people have experienced just brain fog in the last, and it could be my age group or my team that we've been around a while. But I know seeing something fresh can mix it up for them. And so I've sent out messages. Hey, Laura, you are so great. We love having you on our team. I have a special gift for you. If you're interested, you can actually do a remote scan. It uses your phone. And I'll usually send this through a voice memo because I feel like if people can hear me, then it's not like, would you like a scan? And they can tell that I'm casual about it. And so I'll say, Laura, we're so glad you're on our team. Thank you so much. Would you want this gift? It is a face scan. And I'm seeing the question, what's Viscera? So it's an app that does a scan by looking at their face. And it'll tell them in a few categories what their oil priorities are. And then they can navigate that and make some decisions on their order or what they're going to use that day. And so I've done it with specific customers that I know it won't seem weird, who also understand their oils. I feel like for my crowd to start with a scan and be like, this is everything. There's no foundation for it and they don't know how to use oils. And without that relationship to like be walking with them and helping them know what they're going to do, have them feel seen, right? We've been talking about that. That's just our style and how we're doing that. Anything else on that? So that is working. Rosie Grammar, she did a cool thing that she's doing it with her team. And she teaches them if you have a rewards order of any type, you can do a Viscera scan every month. And that has helped her increase her retention. And one of the things that she did was send out a video showing how the Viscera works and how they could schedule a scan. One thing that I think is critical that we've done is if they want a scan, what I do before I send them the link to scan is I book a one-on-one with them so that we can hop on and we can look at the results together and I can help them see the bigger picture or help them know what oils overlap and go through it with them. But that would be my number one tip is what is the conversation happening after the scan so that continues, because I want the relationship, and the scan could feel a little bit separated. One thing that didn't work is I sent it to the option to a leg that we are working to grow right now. They don't really have a leader that they're connected to. It's been sporadic. And I've sent some emails to them trying to keep them informed of doTERRA. They're not unsubscribing, so I know they're semi-interested. But I did send out a thing, and there were about 300 people on that email last week. And I have not had one request from doing it yet. But we'll give it a few nudges and keep offering it as a gift that they can participate in. Okay, I think I've got that. Okay, let me grab up my phone, the Viscera link for anybody who wants that. And that's where I'm learning more about Viscera than anybody else. Roxanne Bybee is in there, and she does a Viscera call every week to teach you how to use it more in your business. Let's see. I got to see how to share this group. Oh, right here. No, that's saving the image. Let's see. Sharon, I have no idea how to grab a WhatsApp link to share it.
Once you click on the top, like what the name is, if you click on that and then scroll down about halfway, it will tell you like the members. And if it has the option to do that, it will say invite via link.
It does not, but I know this has come up in the chat. So let me see if I can grab it. I'm searching. I know that they've talked about this. Okay. Gosh, I cannot find it, but here's what we can do instead. If you message me on Facebook, I'll check today. message me your phone number, and it does have the way to add through a phone number. And I can throw my Facebook in so you can find me, and that way nobody will get lost or forgotten. Maybe my computer's like, Facebook too?
I can add your Facebook, Ashlee.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that's it on Viscera. Okay, moving to Sandra's question, 90-day reset. Wondering with the 90-day reset and the rewards that you get with the different months, can you start at any time, or do you have to be on the second month right now to get those incentives? Okay, here's what I know. So I know that if you go and order any month 2 right now, you're going to get the castor oil, even if you did not order it last month. That is not what you'll find everywhere, but I've specifically asked this question, and that's what's going to happen. I don't know if that'll happen for month 3, because I saw that question come up for somebody, and they said, oh, did they order month 1, 2, and 3? But I know for a fact that doTERRA's computer system is not capable of looking today at, did they order month 1? Do they get free castor oil in month 2? So if you want that this month with your castor oil pack, you could order the cleanse kit, either the LLV version or the PMG version, and you'll get that. As far as the shaker bottle for month 3, we'll have to see how that goes. It's only month 2, so I know some people started in December and they will be ordering month 3. So stay tuned and bring that question next week. Because I'm not sure how that's going to work for doTERRA yet. It's too early in the month, and I haven't seen that answer. But you can start at any time. I do know that for both February and March, you can get the castor oil if you order the month 2 cleanse kit. So that is what we've got. Okay, I think we did it, you guys. Hopefully this is helpful, and we're just grateful you all come, and Goddards will be back next week, and just go and share. Go serve somebody, plan something fun, and have a great month. Okay, awesome. Thanks, everyone.